Hello everyone. So in this video series we are going to solve questions asked by Atlassian in the coding interview. Okay, so the first question we are going to pick is valid parenthesis. So in this problem, you will be given a string of some brackets, and you will have to find if this is a valid parenthesis or not. So suppose here, if you see, you have one opening bracket and closing bracket. So one opening bracket has one closing bracket, and the order is first opening bracket and then closing bracket. Then this is a valid parenthesis, right? For example, if you take another parenthesis, then okay, let me just open this thing. Okay, so for example, if you have this bracket, then this one is also a valid parenthesis. If we have this bracket, then this one is also a valid parenthesis. If we take this one, this one is also a valid parenthesis, right? And if we take this one and this one is not a valid parenthesis, because this one opening, this closing is before the opening. And if you take this one is also not a valid parenthesis, because this one closing bracket is the only character present in the string. If we take this one is also not a valid parenthesis, because for this opening bracket and this opening bracket there is no closing bracket present, right? So this one is also not a valid parenthesis. For example, here if you take, we have one opening bracket then closing bracket. So if we so this one is valid, then move to next character. For opening bracket there is closing bracket, for opening bracket there is closing bracket, that's why it is a valid parenthesis. If you take this example, for this opening bracket there is no closing bracket, so that's why this one is not a valid parenthesis. So how are we going to solve this problem? So to solve this problem, we are going to use a stack. So if you have noticed, we are comparing, if we are getting any opening bracket, like opening bracket, for example, this bracket, curly braces and a square bracket, then we are not doing anything. And in case of closing bracket, we are just checking the previous character and comparing the opposite of that character with the current character. Okay, so for example, the opposite of this character is this one, for opposite of this character is this one, and opposite of this character is this one, this one. Okay, so in case of opening bracket, we will push it into the stack. If we get the closing bracket, then we will compare the topmost element of the stack with the current opposite of the current character. So opposite of the current character is this one. So if both are equal, then we will pop that. Okay, so now let's move to the next character. So next character is opening, then push it into the stack. Now next character is opposite, next character is closing bracket, then pick the opposite of that closing bracket. So opposite of that closing bracket is this one. Is both matching? Yes, both are matching. That's why remove, pop that from the stack. Now move to the next, which is opening bracket, push it into the stack. Now move to the next, which is closing bracket, just take the opposite of that. So opposite of curly braces, opposite of curly braces is this one. So is this both matching? Yes, matching. And at the end we will check if a stack is empty, then return true. Okay, if a stack is empty, then return true, otherwise return false. Okay, otherwise return false. So now let's solve this problem. Okay, so first we will take one stack, then we will iterate through character by character for C in S. If C in this one, if C in the opening brackets, then stack dot append C. Now let's just define the opposite character as we I have told. Opposite equal to, let's just define opposite of this one to this one. Okay, now opposite of this one to this one, comma, opposite of this one to this one. Okay, now we will check if a stack has some item and the topmost value of the stack, a stack topmost value is equal to opposite of the current character. So this condition is this condition will execute when we will get the closing bracket, like this one. So if we get closing bracket, we will check if the stack top value is equal to equal to the current character opposite value. If that is true, then we will pop from the stack. Why we have added this length condition? So we have added length condition to check if a stack has some item. If none of the above two condition is satisfied, then we will return false. Okay, so this case will only execute when, so suppose if we have only one character, this one, so this condition will not execute. This condition will also not execute since a stack is already empty, and this one a stack is empty, so this one will fail. Then it will directly return this one because we don't have opposite of this character, right? So this will directly return false. So okay, so that's why we have added this condition. Now at the end we will simply return we will simply check if length of a stack is equal to 0. If length of a stack is equal to 0, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Okay, now let's test this and test our code. Okay, we have some error like stack. What is the error? Opposite. Okay, so I think some typo. Okay. Yeah, so it should not be callable object, it should be like this. Okay, okay, so our 3 test cases is running perfectly. Now submit this code. Hopefully we will get the output. So as you can see, the code is accepted. It is running, means it beats 96.7% of the code submitted. So what is the time complexity of our algorithm? The time complexity of our algorithm is big O of n, since we are only iterating through each character. So n here is the length of total string. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I will be continuing more videos which is asked in the Atlassian interview. So please subscribe and press the bell icon so that you will get notified when the next video gets published. Thank you so much.